Hi Taurus, thank you for being here. Welcome back. We'll go ahead and get you a reading. I have some new decks here that we can test out for you. So let's go ahead and grab. I'm feeling kind of drawn to the Cali one actually for you guys. And we'll just move this deck here for now. Taurus, messages for Taurus people and placements, please. Taurus energy, Taurus people, Taurus placements. Most important, sorry, let me just kind of get in the zone. Kind of check, clock in to the vibe. Okay. Taurus, most important vital message for Taurus people and placements, Taurus energy. Good things cannot be rushed, right? Taurus people and placements. Taurus people and placements. Messages. Most important vital message you'd like to communicate to Taurus through this deck. If any messages are relevant, please. Taurus. Messages for Taurus people and placements. Okay, we might grab this one. She's holding like a bow and arrow. She's got multiple hands. Beautiful energy, Taurus. Any other messages? Ooh. Maybe we'll grab this one just in case. And last message for Taurus people. Okay, we'll see if this deck does reversals. We'll grab these to start. Let's see, Taurus. So I have number 34. Came out first. So let's see. Okay, Kurukula. Okay, she is vibrant red, pulsating with the feminine power of enlightened activity, infusing our hearts with her capacity for sacred sorcery to conjure and create according to love's guiding wisdom, to receive the divine inheritance of blessings and support for sacred fulfillment. Certain karmic conditions that resonate at lower frequencies needs to be cleared away. The lesson is to release, to receive. Kurukula symbolizes a time of rapid movement on your life path and freedom to attract what you need and want. However, you must be willing to let go of negativity that which does not belong in your world. Kurukula is a shamanic folk goddess who was adopted into the spiritual traditions of Hinduism and Buddhism. Kurukula is one of the Kali Nityas, the medicine goddesses of the waning moon cycle, a powerful sorceress, enchantress, and conqueror of enemies. Well, the waning moon cycle is all about letting go or releasing. Hers is the realm of magnetism and charisma, spellcrafting, and the power of attraction. She has one face, 3 eyes, and 4 arms, with skin that is deep red. In Tibetan Buddhist medicine, red is associated with the power to attract and the power to subjugate negative energies or activities. Her hooked sword represents her semi-wrathful nature. She can magnetize or repel as needs be, overcoming negativity in all dimensions and from every direction. Kurukula is revered as a beguiling yet potentially ferocious emanation of the otherwise serene goddess Red Tara. With her short fangs exposed in expression somewhere between friendly and fierce, her 3 eyes, she sees all and frightens away that which causes trouble while attracting that which enhances joy, bliss, and sacred passion. So you could be following your destiny more so, maybe manifesting a better give and take dynamic with somebody. One of the powers that bestows is the ability to remain open to life without fear. Sometimes due to past experiences of pain, we close ourselves off from life in an effort to avoid further harm. In doing so, we may unwittingly close ourselves off from gifts meant for us. While seeking solitude and sanctuary as a time to heal is wise practice, we need to take care that we remain open to life. We need to balance heightened personal space, essential for particularly sensitive souls, with healthy and nourishing connections. Otherwise, we could experience depression and profound fatigue through essentially cutting ourselves off from the revitalizing nature of life itself. We still are in Mercury retrograde, right? So there is really strong temptation or manifestations of communications kind of going backwards or speaking backwards or computers acting up. Kurukula's ability to simultaneously attract the beneficial and repel the negative is an extraordinary blessing. Her spiritual talents allow us to pursue our paths with eagerness and openness and enthusiasm, while trusting that any exploitative, sabotaging, or otherwise unworthy energies will not be able to cause harm. If you have felt an inner conflict around being open, but have also felt the need to self-protect, perhaps due to your sensitivity or to psychic energies, this oracle brings peace. In connection to Kurukula, we can be powerfully defended without being defensive, and incredibly open without being vulnerable to negative influences. For the sensitives and empaths among us who struggle with picking up unwanted energies from others, she is a glorious savioress. She empowers openness combined with effective boundaries. This brings more peace and relaxation to the heart, which in turn enhances capacity to attract what we wish into our lives. While Kurukula carries a bow and arrow, which symbolizes her power as a warrior goddess and her ability to set us on the right course, her aim is always true, her delivery is swift. When we connect with her in a reading, our progress shall be rapid, like the arrow speedily flying through the air. We shall hit our mark because our direction is correct and our focus is honed. Her presence supports us to gain clarity on where the energies need to go and clear away distractions or ineffective methods and strategies. When she appears in a reading, be ready to swiftly move on to the opportunities that arise and feel faithfully aligned with your heart. Her presence also signifies that if something isn't resonating, then do not hold on out of fear. Let it go. Trust that the divine knows how to resolve any complicating factors. Despite her status as a goddess of magnetic attraction, Kurukula doesn't resonate with clutter. Her fierce side repels it. This allows us to align our energies with what is truly serving the soul and to have courage to release anything else that hasn't been cleared through circumstances beyond our control, which tends to be evidence of her protective divine handiwork. Release and you shall receive. Very interesting. Okay. And then you also had number 8. So this could be in regards to shared finances, perhaps. Maybe there's a home, real estate situation. Maybe a marriage as well. Let's go ahead and read 8. She who wears the mala of skulls around her neck shall never abandon you. She shall be with you always, lifetime after lifetime, in unending tenderness and devotion, conquering that which would alienate you from your truth and creative power. Trust in the effectiveness of your prayers and requests for her assistance. Have confidence in divine intervention. No matter how dire things may seem, you shall transform a negative experience into a positive one that honors your soul. Kapali is the wearer of skulls. The Kapala mala, or skull mala, is a version of the prayer or mala beads used to call in and strengthen divine presence by using sacred sounds, repeating mantras or prayers while counting the beads. You are encouraged to speak to her from your heart about whatever is troubling you. She will do whatever it takes to release you from suffering. This form of Kali arises in a reading when you need to know a truth. She will make you sure you found it, even if you would rather continue in peaceful ignorance for a little while longer. This truth, however disruptive it is not a punishment, it is protection. You may not be able to see that at the time, but you will be grateful for the changes that come from her revelations later on. Skulls mark the passing of time. Trust that time is your ally to heal and emerge anew. You will need faith, but in due course you will see how the universe has been supporting you in all ways when you feel restored and supported again. Often an encounter with Kali Kapala entails direct confrontation with the thing we fear most, like a physical therapist placing pressure on a point of tension to get it to release. Kali Ma's presence can give rise to acute pain. She is not causing the pain, she is the method by which it is released. It takes a pure and courageous heart to approach Kali, for she is unpredictable and does not respond well to those who try to control her. She always defies the grasp of ego. You cannot know how or when she will enact her divine will. You may feel led into her emotional, psychological, and physical issues that have been you may feel led right into the emotional, psychological, or physical issues that have thus far evaded healing. She gives no credit or honoring to our fears because she knows our real capacity to overcome them and awaken. Her sacred medicine breaks down our resistance and our confusion and shows us how we are made of more potent stuff. Encountering her is rarely comfortable, yet the pathway forward ultimately becomes more gracious because of her intervention. When Kapali manifests her presence, the powerful symbolic teachings of the skull are at play. Skulls represent an ending and also a triumph of a more powerful force, in this case divine will, over a lesser force, in this instance typically human ego or plans. The skull indicates the need to acknowledge that while we are powerful, with free will and much creativity, we also need to operate within the higher power of far greater wisdom. She has a spiritual hierarchy and is not oppressive in any way. It is the sacred order that keeps us safe and helps us grow. At the soul level, we have agreed to walk a particular spiritual journey in this lifetime. Our empowerment comes through not resisting but engaging with our life path, no matter how mysterious, devastating, or deeply challenging our experiences may be. Kali Kapali signifies that somehow, even out of the darkest interior struggles, suffering will give way to spiritual freedom and deep peace. Commit yourself to participating and co-creating with your life path with all the passion of your mind, body, and soul, while submitting to the greater workings of your destiny and all the trust your heart can muster. The skull, especially without a jawbone, has been a symbol for those who operate outside traditional moral conventions in Eastern and Western cultures. Kali Ma is the queen of such unconventional spirits. The appearance of Kapali can be a sacred message that your soul path shall not be limited by societal conditioning of any kind. Conformity will not support your journey and would threaten to rob you of spiritual freedom, especially at this time. She is here within you, reminding you that you have the strength to remain true to yourself, even if that means standing apart from others. Tune into the spiritual power within. It is beyond what society understands and can offer. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. If your path is diverging from your original plans or your journey is out of sync with those around you, trust that what is happening and know that you are within her care. Okay, and then we have 44. So yeah, definitely like maybe something in shared finances, or maybe real estate could be changing, kind of going upside down. But this is actually a good thing, most likely. Yeah, so there could have been stubborn patterning here that resisted healing for a while. But let's go ahead and get you a star seed as well, because that's a new deck I got today, and why not? Let's break them in for Taurus. Just move this deck a bit. Okay, messages for beautiful Strong Taurus. Messages. Most important vital message. Lifting the veil. Okay. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Okay. Lifting the veil. How do you... Sorry, I'm new to this deck. What the hell? They don't have numbers on these cards? What the hell? I've got to go to maybe the contents. Lifting the veil, page 86. It's not a big deal, actually. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for who you are and how you've grown, to dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and a creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned or congruent, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself, notice what's out of alignment, and then take baby steps required to bring it back to harmony. There is no easy feat, but it's so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. What isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? Okay. Okay, so let's get some tarot on this baby, and then we'll figure out what's going on for Taurus. Actually, I feel like I want to... Which deck to use is the question, isn't it? Which deck? I don't have a ton of tarot decks, honestly, but you know what? We'll get the practical, beautiful purple ones. Messages for Taurus. Yeah, there could have been a lack of healing in some regard, especially shared finances or real estate here. There could have been a need for like less stagnation or more innovative solutions that didn't come. This could have been causing depression, anxiety with other people. There was a lack of happiness, a lack of forward maybe momentum or like energy for long-term security. Maybe finances were an issue here as well. Yeah, definitely finances were an issue. This could have been causing a kind of a sense of brokenness. There could have been decisions that needed to be made or will have to be made in the future in order to, especially decisions in regarding to something that wasn't successful. But let's get you some tea leaf for Taurus. Thank you for being here again. Messages for Taurus, people and placements. We have the ram, an aggressive, stubborn person. This could have been someone cold as well. Like the kind of cold stoicism did not help the situation. It only led to more frustration, anxiety, kind of a separation. This could actually be the cause of what's really causing the home life to flip. There could be a lot of negative energy in the home. Maybe there was a need for deep friendship, or kind of maybe you're getting friendship as you step into a new experience, as you change your home situation, real estate situation. But this will actually improve your health, it seems. Maybe the home you're living in is filled with spirits that are kind of, darker, drowning you in some sense. Messages for Taurus. Yeah, there could be some kind of spiritual love as you step into a new experience. So maybe, yeah, better fortune as well. Let's see some more information maybe about this spiritual love here for you. Taurus, messages for Taurus is spiritual love. This could be somebody who's like a Capricorn, maybe somebody like retired, or someone very successful, or somebody very stoic, not very happy. Maybe they're intellectual as well, like they talk or they read or they write. But let's see. Maybe you'll come into better friendships long term. This could be some romance for money reasons as well, or something with long term. There it is, Venus. When this card is chosen, often indicates a romantic liaison with someone much older or younger, a marriage or affair with great age difference, a relationship with a famous or important person, a new friend of some influence. Maybe you'll get a new friend. The picture apparently is a neat and well cared for traditional house that stands proudly above an orderly garden. In the center is a child framed by a stone wall. A portrait of a child is framed by a stone wall, indicating family restrictions. Yeah, maybe this is somebody. It's interesting. I mean, you could be leaving your house because it was so negative or restrictive. It's kind of like it invited demons, it invited negative entities because of its kind of negative energy that it was sending out. Saturn rules Satanism and demons, and it's also associated with people that are very controlling or very stoic, not very kind. type people, you know, the devil kind of vibe. So, I mean, there is a positive sign, very mature, very disciplined, very strict. But on the negative side, it's very negative, right? Because it's a very controlling energy. So you could be leaving this behind in some kind of sense. Um, let's get you best advice for Taurus. Best advice, please, for Taurus. What would you like them to do? Be careful of seeing things that are not there. Dissatisfaction. Interesting. Best advice, please. Looks like something is definitely changing in your real estate situation. Always expect the unexpected. Mars, there could have been fighting or like a kind of fall from grace, a collapse, an upheaval, a foundational shift, a reality check. In some kind of sense. Let's get you best advice for Taurus. Most important vital advice, please. Cauldron. So this could be about manifesting things with the help of spirits around you, leaning into your intuition. Taurus, messages for Taurus, best advice. Okay, I guess we'll read that. It seems like you might have like a more of a spiritual type of vibe in your future. Maybe you'll meet someone very religious or somebody who shares the same religious convictions as you, maybe from church. Maybe you'll meet people through friends in that sense, through some kind of group activity that's about like philosophy or spirituality. Longest night, abyss and void. Light and darkness go hand in hand. Just as the day turns into night, the soul must also go through periods of highs and lows. A low is called the dark night of the soul, a period where you feel lost, confused, or removed from your spirit. Everyone will experience a dark night of the soul at some point. You are likely to experience many over your lifetime. It is common for the darkest night to appear during times of extreme stress or disruption. And while this process isn't pleasant, you will undoubtedly lose something. Things will be for the better when you emerge from the journey. So just lean into it. The more that you can embody this energy, the less it's coming at you from the outside as well. Kind of really step into it. The darkest hours appeared because you're being asked to examine what is absolutely necessary for joy. Is it money? Is it love? Is it fame? Is it respect? Imagine being free of it. The darkest hour reminds you that material things are not necessary for happiness, that happiness is something that is available to you with or without material success. You may feel as though you have to be where you are, but it isn't true. You are being guided to find true happiness within your spirit. Do not be afraid of change and do not be scared to let go. Doing so means you can see the light even when the life feels hopeless. Self-focused happiness provides a guiding light. When you are lost in the darkest hour, it points the way home and helps you recover. Okay, so just to not leave you hanging, not leave stranded, I think we're going to get an animal oracle piece of advice. Most important, vital, surrender now. Okay, messages for Taurus, like the moth. Maybe you were burning yourself out before. Maybe this was not sustainable, and act as if, and be generous of spirit, and beware of great pride or something. Let it shine. Okay, let's get you. I feel called to this deck for you guys as well. Beautiful golden cards, because you are coming into good fortune, right? Remember that, and keep strong to that as well. Keep it in your heart, surrender. Wow. Especially regarding home matters. Maybe this is going to work out better than you expected. I do hope you liked this reading. I wish you the best of luck. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you. Take care.